Today in Sports Report, football, who retreated at the start of the National Cup. Premier League, home bastion of Almaty Kairat. Togyz, Kumalak, the results of the Third World Championship. The first round of the National Football Cup didn't give the fans loud sensations, but in Almaty, the local club Kairat, in the series of penalty shootouts, beat Pavlodar Irtish. The teams met several years ago in the framework of the National Championship, and passion for this match was still fresh in the memory of the footballers. At that time, the hosts beat the players of Dmitry Cheryshev with a minimum score, and they hoped to repeat their success in the duel for the cup. The left kick for the guest Pavlodar players went forward bravely, and Sergei Ignatiev had a good chance, but his kick needed better accuracy. In several minutes, Pirali Aliyev attacked from afar, but again missed the goal. The attacking zone of Kairat in this match looked as usual. After a long absence in the forward position, Mamadou Cissé appeared. In front of him, he must have been helped by a Brazilian new player, Sergin Ho, and Gerard Go stayed on the bench. In absence of the Ivorian forward, the activities of Kairat were more jumbled. It was clear that Cissé and Sergin Ho dropped out of the total figure of the game, and their functional training was far from perfect. The defender tried to do things that the forward couldn't, but the persistent Rudoseleski couldn't pass six rivals. Isail tried for two, but if Go gets his partner from the first sight, Kuantayev couldn't count a spectacular pass of the Brazilian till the end. Standard situations in the first half didn't bring any dividends to the wards of Vladimir Wise. Isail waited sharp attacks on the left, and these moments also were caught by the eyes of Go in his absence. Besides flank attacks, Isail played in the place of central forward, and after a spectacular pass in an acrobatic style, he tried to send the ball to the gates of Nikita Kalimkov. After another host attack, a goal took place, but the side referee determined offside from Yarko Markovic. In several minutes, Sergin Ho had a real chance to open the score. It seemed to be scored, but the Brazilian demonstrated the impossible when it became possible. The Almaty Legionnaire could be rehabilitated soon, but his long-range strike was parried by the goalkeeper. It was a draw after 45 minutes of the game. The start of the second time was designated with a vicious and hard struggle in the center of the field. Irtish defended, Kairat attacked, and the factor of utility of the guest was higher. On the 66th minute in the field, Go substituted Kuantayev, and almost from the first pass, Isail broke into the penalty area of the guest. 5 minutes passed when Kairat had a real chance after the shot of Isail, and the ball touched the foot of the defender, but the goalkeeper of Irtish saved the gate brilliantly. Close to the end of the match, it rained hard, but it couldn't cool the high degree of Kairat's attack. Irtish practically didn't think about counterattacks and tried to use standard play. The active Isail again with a long pass sends to the penalty of Go, where the Ivorian replayed the defender but missed the gate. Then after the pass from the corner, Pliov had the ball which he kicked, but it hit the crossbar, and in addition, Go was not ready. The main time was completed and the fans were waiting for extra time. Additional half an hour of the game didn't differ from the previous ones, except the fact that the power of the players of the two teams was running out. The prices of the mistakes were growing from every minute. Nobody was ready to push harder. The defender threw themselves under the blows and often played on the rebound. Again, Go could decide the outcome of the match. His attacking spurt was finished by Kalimkov. The referee blew the whistle and the time of the football lottery began. I think it is like a lottery. Mastership, of course, is present in these moments. But when you are walking to the goal, put the ball down, and you are alone, and others stand behind you during the game, you feel nervous. That is why I consider the series of penalty as a lottery.
Всегда присутствует. Поэтому я думаю, что здесь вообще серия пенальти это лотерея.
The series of penalties with Astana in the framework of the National Super Cup was still in the memory of the Almaty players. Kairat lost at that time, and it is difficult to say if the players felt themselves comfortable. Go was the first who came to the ball and did it perfect. Then around the goal line, Plotnikov played brilliantly, fending off the ball of Bonds. Isail from the left continued the initiative of his partner, and the score was 2-0. Pavlodar had to score, but again Plotnikov saved the goal. In the staff of Kairat, the captain was the third to kick. The goalkeeper was not able to guess the kicking directions of Islam Khan. The third shot of the guest was accurate, 3-1. Darabayev, who was substituted, could decide everything. Lucky Aslan didn't leave any chance for Kalinkov, and the current holder of the cup is moving forward.
Удача на нашей стороне в концовке, где хотя мы имели преимущество почти.
Fortune smiled at us at the end of the match. Although we had an advantage during the match, we couldn't score a goal. That is why the series of penalties took place. Vladimir Plotnikov saved us twice, and we won the permit to the next round of the cup.
Plotnikov dva razy vyrучил, поддерживал команду и на этот счет мы вышли в další round кубка.
In the ninth tournament of the Kazakhstani Premier League, Almaty Kairat crushed Shakhtar from Karaganda. As in the two previous rounds, the home team, after the effective but lost match in Astana, they were set to win at home. Shakhtar, which was a contender for medals, this year looked pale and has scored very few goals. In this game, the players of Vladimir Chiburin were clear outsiders and were getting ready to the massive defense of their gate. Just in the 10th minute, Yarko Markovic sends the ball to the gate of Igor Shatsky. It seemed that the miners were going to be defeated, but it didn't take place. Numerous attacks of Kairat were fruitless. Shakhtar couldn't come to the gate of Plotnikov often and tried to play with long-range strikes. As usual, Go was on the spearhead of Almaty attacks. The ball, after his kick, hit his team partner. Then, after the penalty, a ricochet took place, yet the ball did not enter the net of the gate. Islam Khan kicked accurately from far away, 1-0 after the first 45 minutes. In the second half, the first dangerous moment was created by Baikayev, but his shot had a lack of accuracy. Then Vitaly Lee, with a lethal distance, missed inexplicably. Pliov repeated the mistake of his partner in several minutes. He couldn't beat the goalkeeper of the guest. But the Shakhtar ship was covered with the same attacks, but in the second wave. An accurate kick was made by Isail, 2-0. After the second miss ball, the miners opened up completely. Go and pair with Lee went to the counterattack, but the referee didn't appoint the penalty. Isail demonstrated himself in the following attack, but first Plotnikov parried his aimed attack, and the halfback was inaccurate. Shakhtar snapped, but the most dangerous counterattacks were made by the host team. Islam Khan could realize the chance of Go with a beautiful kick, and 3-0 was on the scoreboard. The match lost its intrigue, but the fans of Kairat required more goals. Riera, and pair with the Almaty captain, really hosted in the rivals' penalty area, but the goalkeeper ensured his defenders with a beautiful save. Over 5 minutes before the end of the match, another goal was scored by Go, after an accurate pass of Isail, 4-0, and it was a defeat. The remaining time became just a formality, another beautiful win of Vladimir Wise's awards.
Перед играми знали, конечно, о проблемах Шахтера, где почти выпала вся защита мимо Порибаева, поэтому та ситуация тоже нам позволила немножко поэкспериментировать с составом, с основным составом, где вышло 5 новых игроков, которые ждали нас свою шанс. Первый тайм я не был очень доволен игрой, потому что играли.
Before the game, we learned the problems of Shakhtar. We knew that most of their defenders were injured. This situation let us experiment with the staff. 5 new players were sent to the field that had been waiting for their chance. In the first time, I was not satisfied with the game because they played very slowly. They must have scored the second goal after scoring the first one. That could let Shakhtar open and we could demonstrate our excellence. Our stadium is our castle.
И в концовке моментов было много. Я хотел, поэтому и Сита выпустил, что и подготовил Джерри ему шанс, потому что он заслужил сегодня гол. Старался много и работает хорошо на тренировках. Поэтому, конечно, Результатом доволен, рад, что не пропустили, по-моему, думаю, еще в общий, да? И что этот наш стадион, можно сказать, это наш храм или как крепость.
Устроили с того, что как бы отдать инициативу Кайрату, зная, что и силы, и возможности команды.
The structure of the game was to give an initiative to Kairat. We could know its power and abilities. In the first time we could overlap zones, although the hosts were pressing our gate. Then a standard goal took place. We had several counter-attacks, but in the second time we missed, we were looking for the possibility to organize attacking actions, but we couldn't realize them.
Ищем возможность, чтобы хотя бы наладить атакующие действия свои.
The third World Championship on Togyz Kumalak took place in Almaty, in which the best sportsmen from 23 countries of the world competed in the championship. An interest of the Kazakh intellectual table game is growing year by year. The geography of the participating countries is significantly expanding, and the level and mastership of the sportsmen is rising to a new level. Two previous World Championships were held in Astana and the Czech city of Pardubice.
Бұл әлемнің үшінші чемпионаты қазір Алматы қаласында өтіп жатыр.
Third World Championship is taking place in Almaty, in which the players from 23 countries of the world are taking part, among which there are 28 men and 18 women. The above championship is one rank higher than the previous ones. In the first championship in Astana, the sportsmen from 16 countries took part. And today, the number of participants has increased significantly. According to the Swiss system, the championship will consist of 7 stages. Men and women competed on the classical types, rapid and blitz in the World Championship. 7 participants presented Kazakhstan. Over several days, the players were competing for the prizes. On the third time, the champion's title on classical type among women was won by Asel Dalieva from Kazakhstan. From 7 laps of the game, she won 6. The last one was completed in a draw.
Тоғыз құмалақпен қазір 15 жылдан шамасы болды айналысып жатқаныма. Осы басында спорт бұл ойынды жаңағы үйде үйреніп көршімізде.
I've been playing Togyz kumalak since I was 15. I started playing it at home. First, I played for myself. Then my interest increased and I decided to attend a special sports club where this game was taught. My professional way started since that time. Togyz kumalak is my hobby and my favorite job. This is a mental game which develops thinking and supports the development of intelligence. Before the championship, I set a clear goal, which was to become the champion. I came to it with good training.
Жарыстың өзі маңызды жарыстардың бірі, мақсат талабым сондай, осы жарыста жеңімпаз болсам деген үлкен мақсат қойдым алдыма. Сондықтан дайындығымыз да өте жоғары деңгейде болды біздің.
Togyz kumalak is included into the program of World Intellectual Festivals and Olympiads. For today, international competitions of the Kazakh national game are being held on a permanent basis in many countries of Europe and Asia.
Жалпы ойын, интеллектуалды ойын, жаңағы айтып кеткенімде ми добы, жалпы сондықтан адамды көптеген қасиеттерге тәрбиелейді. Мен енді қазіргі таңда 15 жыл болды, уақыт өте келе соған көзім жетті. Жалпы 9 ойнайды.
That is an intellectual game. It fosters such qualities as discipline, patience, commitment, ability to anticipate and assume in advance in thinking. It also develops intelligence. The players from other countries are rivals and friends, except the fact that Togyz kumalak is a hard game, that everything can be changed in any way, that it is a game which requires their mind and deep thinking.
Жалпы достарымыз барлығы мойындауда. Тоғыз құмалақ өте күрделі, өйткені бізге ұқсас ойындар өте көп. Соның ішінде күрделісі екен шынымен кез келген жүрісте барлығы өзгеріп кетеді, тақта үстінде жалпы жаңағы терең ойлауды қажет етеді.
In the third World Championship, the Kazakhstani team demonstrated high results. In the men's tournament on Classic, for the second time, Hakimijan Yulusinov became a champion. Silver and bronze were shared among Janat Kaimuldin and the representative of Kyrgyzstan, Anarbek Jamakiyev. Serik Aktayev and Saltanat Saparbekova won gold medals in blitz.